welcome to another episode of Friend Outdoors.
Okay, it's September the 2nd. We're going to go up here on this ridge. I got a few cameras up here. So far I've got a 9-point and a couple small ones. The big ones haven't showed up yet, but I know they're in here. So hopefully they'll be on the camera today. So we'll ride up there and check it out. We usually plant this field in some kind of food plot, but we didn't this year, and luckily it's been so dry, it's really burned up. So I'm gonna get out here and put my rubber boots on before we go up the hill. I try to be careful with my scent when I go up in here because I haven't been in here much yet. But I don't think they mind the buggy much. A lot of times I'll drive right past deer going in here. So let's head on up there and see what we see. This is the first time I've put a camera here, just in a bin in this road, but I've got 3 bucks on it so far. So we'll check it, we'll see if we got anything on it now. But I just want to dump a little bit of corn right in front of it, just to get the deer passing by, maybe stop, let me get a video picture of it. I'll turn the camera on when we come back down the hill, because I'm going to go right past it. So we'll load up and go on up the hill to some other cameras I got. batteries. They're getting kind of low. So I gotta get them in the buggy there beside of you.
We are here at another spot. Mark is pulling the cards. I think he's got 3 cameras set up in this area.
Okay, I've been to this place before and I've showed it to you. And of course I'm going to put some corn out now in front of the cameras. Again, this is a good funnel location. Now some people might laugh, but like when I'm really zoning in on an area, especially if I get a picture of a nice deer, I'll put multiple cameras out. Because sometimes maybe this camera goes off and that one doesn't. I think you'd be surprised how many bucks you would get with multiple cameras on an area. Because sometimes cameras just don't trigger. So I've got new cards in the cameras. Now I'm going to dump some corn on the ground. We're going to get these things set. We're going to go to another farm a couple miles away and we're going to check it out. So I'm going to get some corn now and we'll get her set. Okay, the pieces of this puzzle coming together. I now know where this 10-point buck is bedding. I know where he's going in the evenings. He's going back here to the soybeans to eat at night, and he's coming back in the mornings. Usually it's still dark when he comes through. A couple times I've got him right at daylight. So the pieces are coming together now. And with season about a month away, I'll keep running the cameras and hope that he don't shift his routine. All right, let's head to the other farm. Okay, I'm back in the woods at a creek, and the deer like to bed up on this ridge up here, and they'll come right down this finger. And most people's going to overlook this spot and miss it, but they'll come right down that point. So I'm setting a couple cameras here and putting corn in front of them just to see what kind of activity I get. So we're going to put some corn there now and check these cards. dry. There was no water anywhere. From the base of that hill up there, all the way down, 400 yards. There's water in it now. We had a very powerful storm 2 days ago. It rained really hard, so there's water in that creek now. The only reason I'm putting the corn there is to make the deer stop, so if there is a buck, maybe I can get some better footage of him and really tell how big he is. So we're going to head out to another spot now and pull those cards. Okay, we come out here to this farm. We're going to go to the back of this field, but I've got a few cameras on this field. We're going to swap out the SD cards. We had clover in here, but like I said, we're in drought conditions. So stuff's pretty brown, pretty dying. So we just got some rain a couple days ago. We'll see what happens. We'll swap these cards out. I got a few bucks out here I know made it that I would think would be decent size, but haven't got any photographs of them here yet. One out here. I'm getting some bucks out of velvet now, so it won't be long we're going to start seeing a lot more rubs showing up. They're definitely coming out. First one I got on camera was August 28th, so they're going to be shedding. Again, here you can see this is a mineral site. See how dried up it is, a lot of old tracks in there. Usually this thing will hold water when it rains. I'm thinking about putting a water, like a water trough in here. I'll be moving these cameras around. This is the early season, so I'm just trying to catch stuff coming into the field. They'll be scraping right behind me. So I'll be putting posts up and putting the cameras on this section right here. They'll be scraping right here. You can see it's September 3rd, you can see it's so dry that the leaves are really coming out of the trees. And that rain we had the other day really brought it out, brought the leaves out. And here's one of the Trailcamera reveals from the X Pro, which I did a review on. I really like these cameras. I did get one of the new ones the other day, so I'll do a review on it. But you just, replace the cards here. I really like these monitors. But again, so I got this one set up right here on this road because these deer, they like taking the least resistance travel. And they'll lay scrapes all out through there. They love scraping right here to the right by that pine, right by that tree stand. I did a little bit of trim on a few limbs. That tree stand, I got to clean it up some. It's pretty overgrown with limbs. So we'll go home and we'll get on the computers and take a look and see what we got. Hopefully some more bucks show up. And hopefully some of the bigger ones that I have out here is going to show up now as it gets closer to time. I did notice that I got already, I've looked at a couple cameras and I got a few more bucks showing up. So I think they're starting to expand their ranges a little bit, or maybe start to move to the far range. So I'm really hoping these cameras show me the same thing. Again, this is a dandy place all down through here. They love scraping these limbs. I'll be showing you some short videos of that as well as when I'm hunting out here. We'll be showing you some of that. Okay, we're right again at the back of the field, and on some of our videos you've already seen this location, but I wanted to point out a couple things. kind of got a road right here that goes, here's the logging road that goes that way over here. Pine here. And again, back in here, you'll see on some of our videos, you'll notice a lot of the deer come back in here. This is a staging area. They can come back right here on the top and they can look out in this field and look for danger before they ever step out of the woods. But right here in front of Angie is a major trail that they're coming out of. You can see it pretty good there. But they love following this road. They feel safe. They're just inside the tree line. Again, they'll come up over that, out of that valley right there, the trail, come out into the field, as well as using the road. So if you see any of our videos here, you recognize the spot. I love hunting here. They just feel safe right there. They can look the field over before they come out. So let's go ahead and get the rest of these cameras turned on and head to another location. Okay, here I wanted to show you, we got pear and apple trees row up down through here. And we pruned them this year, cut them way back. Last year they had so many apples on them that the limbs were actually breaking just for the size of the tree. So we wanted to trim them up some. And the squirrels and stuff already have the apples, and the pear's pretty much gone. You might see one here or there, but we trimmed them all up. We planted them here for, you know, the deer, to draw the deer as well. Like I said, we got clover in the back of the field, and we put minerals out and stuff. Just trying to draw the deer into this area, hoping to get a good buck. So we're going to go check those SD cards now and see what we got.